everyone, it's Jess here from the Scrappy Sisters, and thank you for joining me on our very first day of Scraptember. Woohoo! So today's prompt is to Scraplift, and I'm going to be scraplifting that stunning layout by Kylie Kingham over on the Cocoa Vanilla Studios design team. It is quite an older layout share, but it was just perfect when I saw it because I am scrapbooking my grandmother's 95th birthday celebration back in 2014. And I'd already done one layout using that collection, and I really wanted this to be an accompanying page. It's not really a double page spread, but they will go together in the album. So I wanted to use the same collection on the second page, and that layout just spoke to me. So that is what I'm going to do. So I'm going ahead and creating my background. It is a very, very close copy of Kylie's layout. So I'm popping down some acrylic paint in the background. Just use my finger to swipe it in. Then I've got this really gorgeous bright fuchsia pink, and I'm going to do the little crosses. I've got a really fine tipped paintbrush, and I'm just popping a whole bunch of thicknesses of crosses around the page. So some thicker, some thinner, some big, some small, and I'm just popping those in random places all the way around the page. And I'm going to go ahead and leave those dry. So while that's happening, I'm going to remind you about our special guest for today. So of course, we've got Laura Alberts, who we are doing this month-long collaboration with. So make sure you check the description box down below to hop on over to Laura Alberts' page. She'll be releasing a video every single day for the month of September along with us, following our same prompts. Today, we are joined by our special guests, Lisa Kingston, who's over on the Pink Glitter Scrapper YouTube channel. So definitely pop over and check her out. I have popped her in the description box down below as well. She has got a whole bunch of different videos over on her page. She's got haul videos, she's got process videos, she participates in hops, she's got the works happening over there, so definitely pop on over and check her out. And our second amazing scrapper for today is Caitlin Clary, Clary. She is from grayflorals.com, and she has an amazing YouTube channel as well, so definitely pop on over to her channel and check her out. She also has a whole bunch of different things over on her layout on her channel as well. She does process videos, she use it up videos, stamping videos, 6x6 paper pad videos. There's a whole bunch of different stuff over on her channel, so definitely go and check her out also. Now, I started showing you earlier in this video how I made these little cake pieces. I started off by getting the wood veneer paper, the wood grain paper, and I cut it into a rectangle. Then I hand cut my dribbling icing and stuck it on top of the wood grain paper. Then I cut the whole rectangle out into the correct shape. So did this sort of little diagonal kind of cut on the side because I wanted the base of the cake to be skinnier than the top part of the cake. I rounded off the top of the cake, and I went ahead and rounded the corners. And now I'm going to pile all those three together to create my layers. My original 12 by 12 piece of paper of the wood grain, I actually cut about a 3-inch by 12-inch piece of wood grain and was able to use that whole 12-inch strip to do all three layers of my cake. So just in terms of how much paper I needed for that. I then also went ahead and I used a branding strip to make my candles because I felt that was the correct thickness. And I went ahead and popped those onto my page as well. And I just hand cut all of those things out. I didn't use my silhouette machine or anything. I also didn't do it overly carefully. I didn't hand draw it with a grey lead or anything. I just jumped on in and crossed my fingers and hoped it was going to work out. I'm now just matting my photo to a frame, but unfortunately my photo is just a teensy tiny bit too small. You probably won't even notice once it's on the page, but just to be sure, I'm going to fill the gap down the side with just some plain white paper. I just pulled it out of my rubbish bin, and I have writing on the back of it, but it won't matter because you won't be able to see it when I actually turned the photo over, but I just wanted to make sure there was no sort of slithers of light coming through from behind the photo. So now that is all done, I'm going to pop it up on foam. Obviously, I'm going to end up covering quite a lot of my mixed media background, but that's sort of the point of the background, isn't it? It's kind of like just an added visual effect to the rest of the page. I'm really loving how this is looking. Now, obviously, in terms of the creativity, I can't take a huge amount of credit because I am scrap lifting quite closely off Kelly's design, but I love it. It is so cute. I love the paper choices. I love the colors. It's so good. Also, I forgot to mention earlier, we've got a Facebook group this time around happening with Scraptember. We've got, it's a Facebook group called Scraptember, and it is for people who would like to play along at home. They can follow the prompts and then they can share what they create over with us in the Scraptember Facebook group. You can also get inspiration from what other people create, and it's also just a great group to be a part of, just to see more inspiration, to see more creations that people are making. We all love looking at what is out there in the scrapbooking world, so it's quite a nice group to be part of, just to get exposed to a few more layouts. So every single day we'll release the prompt quite early in the morning on each day, so that if you want to play along at home, you've got the full day to do it with that prompt. But obviously those prompts will stay there. You do not need to complete the prompts on the exact day that they are released. Might take you 3 months to do them, or you might just pick and choose the ones you want to do. There are absolutely zero rules to how this works, but you might want to come along and just have a play and check it all out with us. So I've gone ahead and adhered a few bits and pieces to my cakes. Some I stuck down flat and others I popped up on foam. So the love heart I stuck flat, but the butterfly and the flower I stuck up on foam. I'm also going to use quite a bunch of the florals that came with this collection along the bottom of the cake. Again, just following along with what Kylie did. I found this particular layout of Kylie's over on Instagram, so make sure you check out the Cocoa Vanilla Studios Instagram page. They also probably have this layout somewhere on YouTube, but unfortunately I didn't find it there. But definitely pop on over to check out their Instagram page or even their Facebook group. I'm not affiliated with Cocoa Vanilla Studio in any way, shape and form. I just love them. So what else can I tell you? Just adhering down my florals. Some florals I'm sticking flat and other florals I am popping up. I just love the look and feel of that different dimension and the shadow that sometimes having florals up can leave on your layout. I also, just while this is happening, I noticed on Kylie's layout that she hand cut or used her machine to create her title, Celebrate, in the gradient blue paper, and she also cut out the age of the person she was celebrating. I didn't end up doing the age. I think I just forgot. It didn't matter. Like, obviously I can make that creative choice to not include it, but I actually think I just forgot to include it. And I decided not to go ahead and cut out a title like Kylie did, because on my accompanying layout that I made, I actually used the letters from this Cocoa Vanilla Studios paper, Let's Celebrate. So I'm going to fussy cut those letters out. They say Let's Party, and they're going to be my title instead, because the color match is just perfect. So I've gone ahead and stuck those on. They're quite fiddly to cut out. They're actually from a 12 by 12 sheet. And I did back them on foam as well. All that's really fiddly because you can see that the letters are quite skinny. So I just went ahead and did that off camera. I then also cut a whole bunch of these little banners from different bits of pattern paper, different scraps and things. And I'm going to adhere those flat on the page. I just tried to make sure the order was not the exact two same colours right next to each other, and had just had a nice flow of the colours. You could have left these banners off, I feel. I think they kind of are neither here nor there, as in they look really cute on the layout, but I think the layout would also look really cute without them. By adding my super colorful Let's Party title, I'm putting quite a big change on the feel of this layout than what Kylie's layout had. Kylie's layout is probably a little bit calmer than mine. No right or wrong way. I'm just making an observation as to how something so subtle a difference as that can really make a big impact on your page. I'm then going ahead and adding the sort of slightly different flags, the little pointy flags. There's 2 of them that come in the collection, and I've made a 3rd one. I'm just popping those in between each of the little flags just to add a little bit of layers and dimension to the look of the paper. And then I'm finished. I'm really happy with the way this turned out. I think it's just gorgeous, and I love this photo of my grandma and I. She's no longer with us, so it is a fantastic memory to have of her. And I'm really happy with how this turned out. So make sure you check out that description box down below to get those links to our other happy scrappy friends that you can hop on over and check out. And hopefully we see you every day for the rest of September. Thanks everyone. Bye.